준비 자세에서 하나에 들어 올리고 둘에 외너리 셋에 오른 무릎 넷에 외너리 다섯에 오른 발바닥 다시 한번 반복하겠습니다. 하나
A very special group of Zen Buddhist monks have made this remote area of China their home. This is where Zen Buddhism originated, where monks have followed a philosophy of reincarnation known to them as the Wheel of Life. Throughout their history, these men of peace have been devastated by wars, invasion, and the destruction of their sacred temple. In response, they developed a form of self-defense. They called it Kung Fu. They are the Shaolin monks. What you are about to see is an adaptation of a legend from their history. It is a story of how the monks' loyalty to their emperor was betrayed, of how they were almost destroyed, and how 5 young monks survived to renew the temple and continue the Wheel of Life.
modern WTF Olympic-style Taekwondo competition, which has come to be easily distinguished from other martial arts sports by its remarkable kicking techniques, unique competition format, and telltale red and blue chest protectors, has developed from a form of self-defense to the status of an Olympic sport practiced worldwide in over 140 countries in a remarkably short period of time. Indeed, it is no exaggeration to say that Taekwondo is one of, if not the most popular martial arts sport in the world today. This incredible development from almost total obscurity to immense worldwide popularity is the result of a unique process of development which took place in Korea beginning in the early 1960s. The result of that development is the modern Olympic sport of Taekwondo, which can be distinguished from all other martial arts sports by the combination of speed, power, and beauty exhibited in its modern competition form. Taekwondo competition is characterized by fast, powerful, and acrobatic kicking techniques, which are based on an elaborate and precise system of strategy and footwork. Taekwondo has become famous for its highly developed turning and spinning kicks, and for the flamboyant face kicks which can end a match instantly. The philosophy behind the development of Taekwondo into its modern sport form can be found in the traditional martial culture of Korea. From ancient times, Korea had a highly developed martial culture which was not only utilized for military purposes, but which also evolved into popular combat games. Preference for competitive activities using the feet and legs. From early on in Korea's history, there existed a widely practiced martial sport called Taekwondo, which was a recreational form of combat utilizing kicking techniques almost exclusively. While the rules of the game were somewhat relaxed, great emphasis was placed on defeating the opponent with superior kicking techniques, as opposed to mere strength. This combat sport developed a relatively advanced system of evaluating techniques based on difficulty, thus showing the emphasis Koreans placed on beauty and skill in the midst of spirited competition. The footwork and difficulty and strategy of the kicking techniques found in Taekwondo formed the philosophy upon which the modern sport of Taekwondo was later to be developed. Taekwondo began its rapid process of development into an international sport in Korea beginning in the early 1960s. At that time, Taekwondo in Korea was organized around a number of main schools called kwans, and competition took place mainly within this framework. However, in 1963, Taekwondo was introduced into the Korean National Sport Festival, and the following year, the Korean Taekwondo Association was inaugurated to promote the further development of Taekwondo competition. This began a rapid transformation in the organization of Taekwondo Korea-wide. With the number of national-level competitions continually increasing, Taekwondo teams were rapidly formed in elementary, middle, and high schools, as well as at many universities and all branches of the military and police. City, regional, and national competitions at all of these levels were organized, and the format, rules, and techniques of the sport underwent a process of rapid development and systemization. In 1972, the World Taekwondo Federation was established, headquartered in the QUYYN in Seoul, Korea, with the goal of establishing Taekwondo as an international sport. The WTF currently has 144 member nations worldwide. The WTF has 44 member nations in the Asian region. African Taekwondo Union, 21 countries. European Taekwondo Union, 45 countries. Pan-American Taekwondo Union, 34 countries. The major international Taekwondo competitions are as follows: with the World Taekwondo Championships and Women's World Taekwondo Championships being the most important. Taekwondo is an official or demonstration sport in the following multi-sport games. Taekwondo was a demonstration sport in the 88 and 92 Olympic Games and has been included as an official sport in the 2000 Sydney Olympics. International competition started in earnest with the first World Taekwondo Championships held in 1973. Korea has dominated most major international competitions since that time. However, as more people began to practice Taekwondo, the level of organization of Taekwondo as an international sport rapidly increased, and several countries emerged as formidable challengers to Korea's dominance. By the mid to late 1980s, a number of countries had produced world champions, and the growing status of Taekwondo as an international sport resulted in great improvement in national Taekwondo programs worldwide. By the mid-1990s, the level of competition internationally had risen to the point where the great majority of countries had achieved roughly equal technical ability. International competitors of today all possess high-quality technique and spirit, making today's Taekwondo competition one of the most exciting international sports in the world today. The beauty of Taekwondo competition is the result of the unique structure of its technical system. Fighting is made with an intricate system of interrelated kicking and punching techniques. It is the harmonious balance of attack and counterattack patterns that make continuous exchange of techniques. Each technique has a perfectly matching counterpart, and it is this complementary nature of the technical structure which gives properly executed techniques their effectiveness and beauty. Furthermore, due to Taekwondo's nature as a full contact sport, techniques must be applied with sufficient power and accuracy to be recognized as a point. Front kick. The front kick is the basic technique for delivering a direct blow to the opponent's trunk or face. Attack is made with the ball of the foot. The front kick motion forms the basic mechanics for all front kicking motions. Basic training for front kick consists of midsection kicking practice. The front kick motion is divided into 3 stages: tightly chambering, snapping, and recovering. When attacking the face, the most important element of the motion is a high, tight tuck and powerful lift of the upper thigh. In basic training, it is important to first concentrate on mastering proper form. Once basic form can be correctly executed, power and speed are added to the motion. Round kick. Round kick is the most widely and diversely used technique in sparring. It is initiated by quickly rotating the upper body. The round kick, like the front kick, can be divided into 3 stages. These are the initial rotation of the shoulders and tuck of the knee, extension, and recovery. Attacking the face with the round kick demands a high degree of strength and flexibility. The 3 stages of round kick can best be practiced using a partner for support. It is recommended that some form of support be utilized until the basic form of the kick is acquired. The fundamental motion of front and round kick are mechanically similar, and once the basic execution has been mastered, a number of variations in the angle of attack can naturally be made depending on the demands of the technical situation. Side kick. Side kick is one of the most widely recognized of Taekwondo's kicking techniques. The crucial elements of the side kick motion are found in the chambering of the knee and the extension of the knee. It is important to maintain a straight line with the heel of the foot from the floor to the target so that maximum force will be applied. Training for the side kick should begin with hip flexibility exercises. Back kick. The back kick is the most powerful of all Taekwondo kicking techniques. The mechanics of the back kick resemble those of the side kick. Back kick is most frequently used as a counterattack. Proper technique in back kick is achieved when the speed and power generated by rotation of the upper body is transferred into the linear thrusting motion of the leg. Back whip kick. The back whip kick is the trademark of Taekwondo and is the most beautiful of all its kicking techniques. Due to the difficulty of this technique, a high degree of strength, flexibility, coordination, and balance are called for. Initial training should begin by practicing the turn motion while keeping the leg low and only partly extended. After becoming accustomed to the turning motion, the whipping motion of the knee should be practiced gradually adding speed, power, and height. Side whip kick. The side whip kick shares certain mechanical characteristics with the back whip kick in the way the whipping action is executed. This is an especially difficult technique for beginners as it requires uncommon hip flexibility and leg strength. The axe kick. The axe kick is one of the unique skills developed through Taekwondo competition. The initial requirement in performing the axe kick is the ability to lift the leg high in a quick, smooth fashion. The axe kick is applied by striking the opponent's face with the bottom of the foot on the downward motion. Needless to say, this technique demands that good flexibility be maintained. Punching. Punching is allowed in Taekwondo only to the body. Punching techniques take two main forms. One is delivered with the rear hand, and the other is delivered with the lead hand. Flexibility. All Taekwondo kicking techniques require a high degree of hip and waist flexibility to be performed well. Footwork. One of the reasons that Taekwondo's kicking techniques are superior to those of other martial arts is found in the system of footwork. Delivery of kicks possible from a number of different technical situations. Footwork controls the distance from the opponent and the posture in relation to the opponent. The intricate system of footwork allows one to change one's stance or distance so that a number of different techniques can be executed. Footwork, which has been developed through Taekwondo competition, is the mechanism by which a player can adapt his attack or defense to the demands of the unfolding technical situation. Stance and position. When both players have the same foot back, they are in the closed stance, and when they have the opposite foot back, they are in open stance. Generally, the competitor does not want to expose the midsection to the opponent's rear leg as occurs in an open stance. Distance. A certain distance should be maintained in sparring. The distance is one of the main factors in the success or failure of techniques, and the competitor wants to manipulate the distance so that his techniques can score while ensuring the opponent's techniques cannot reach him. Footwork is the main factor in controlling one's distance from the opponent, both while attacking and while avoiding the opponent's attack. The most basic attacking step is one wherein the center of gravity is moved forward all at once by propelling oneself with the rear foot first. The same principle applies when avoiding an attack by moving back, while at the same time trying to make proper distance to counterattack. Here, the front foot propels one back. Some situations call for an actual step to be taken with the rear foot in order to create proper distance to attack. This step is important because it allows one to make an attack on the front of the opponent's midsection. The same principle, once again, can be applied to moving backwards as well.
자, 지금 보신 고려의 거듭차기는 기본은 무릎, 그 다음에 몸통입니다. 이거는 실전을 사용할 때는 다양하게 응용을 할 수가 있겠습니다. 축의 대주, 한 손은 아귀손으로 슬개골, 바로 이 부위를 당기면서 눌러주는 동작이 되겠습니다. 맞고 치기. 다시 한번 빠르게 연결해봐. 자, 모양은 잘 나왔는데, 자, 이렇게 짜서 전동작을 취해서, 여기는 목 정도니까 너무 높지, 몸통에서는 명치를 공격해 온다 생각해요.
잠시 후 시상식이 있을 예정이니 종목별 단체 이동부, 외국인 발동과 창작 품질 중고등부, 신난력파 장년부, 특권체조 출근부, 외국인 일반 품질, 종합격파 청년부, 주먹격파 장년부 1, 2, 3위 선수들은 지금 즉시 선수들이 진로 내려오시기 바랍니다.